Sure, but again, these two saves from OG, it's tough, and then you would probably need to run Doom like position 4, which is not the greatest, and they pick it themselves. This is good. I like OG's lineup already.
Huh. Liquid haven't really revealed that much. Nyx is going to have a tough time getting Vendetta and the Impale off onto Terrorblade, but he should be able to find it pretty easily with the Doom Spiked Carapace on the Scorched
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's the only good target. Maybe they want to pick Ember Spirit right now, since they have a Nyx Assassin. They're playing against TB. Looks like a good Ember Spirit game besides Doom. Like, they don't have any kind of control for him right now.
I don't know what you do. Like, that's the thing, right? This Doom is such a good pick because a lot of those heroes that you would rely upon to sort of shut down the Terrorblade illusions don't really work when you can just take one hero out of the fight. Maybe this is the place where, like, it would have been nice to have a Brewmaster, but you're kind of stuck with a Darkseer now.
OG's turn to bat.
That's
all right. That's a good answer. He also builds into Lincoln Sphere against Doom. I still feel Ember Spirit is a great pick for Team Liquid.
Okay.
Or they can go for Necro. Again, I love both of these heroes because it provides them sustain with the Necro, and he's... They're gonna need to have a secondary Doom target, something that attracts Doom, so Morphling can do stuff freely.
Yeah,
and the one thing that bothers me about OG's lineup right now is inability to stop them once you use that Doom. I've seen teams being in a really bad position where you pop the Doom, but you have no follow-up stuns or slows to actually keep them in place, and Darkseer can easily just surge him away.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty fair. I feel like this is definitely a good Lincoln's game, even if you do manage to, like, there's sort of the surge away if he does get doomed, but you could also just stop the Doom and completely turn away the fight as well. So, we'll see. Bans coming out now. Do they want to ban out the Ember? Or are they okay letting it through? Or do they see something else that would be an issue? I've always liked Ember Darkseer. I think that combination's really cool.
It is. I think they need some kind of AoE for this Terrorblade.
Okay.
You can't just let those illusions in a team fight do whatever they want, because they deal a lot of damage. Let me just check the hero list, see if anything pops out. It's not a bad Phantom Lancer game, but having both Phantom Lancer and Morphling doesn't sound that great, because OG also doesn't have any way of dealing with illusions right now. They're still going to have the last pick, so they can pick whatever they want.
Okay.
5 seconds remaining.
Where do we go?
Team Liquid's
Skywrath banned out? Oh, that would have been kind of fun.
It's Thompson's hero.
Right? He could still go for one of his other classics. I don't know.
Pagana's still in the poll. Great against TB. Puts a lot of pressure on towers. Gives Morph enough space to actually farm up, even though I don't think Morphling is going to have trouble playing against these heroes. No real burst damage.
Yeah.
Besides being doomed.
Being doomed.
Okay. So they're going to go with Ursa. I guess they want to lane Ursa against Doom. Has more movement speed. Against zero armor, Doom just suffers.
We'll just continually get punched through there. I mean, no matter what, it's not going to be a great lane. I guess he could play against the Darkseer. That's probably going to be their go-to attempt at the laning stage. Just devour the Ion Shell creep. It seems likely.
I want to... Again, it's going to be tiny. So this means Venge mid. Nope, it's a core tiny. Oh man, it's been a while.
Whoa.
I don't like this. You know what I don't like about this?
Tell me.
Jarex is set. He looks like Queen of Pain. It just bothers me.
That's fair.
You'll see it in game. I think we talked about it yesterday. He played Venge.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? Well, game number 3 all comes down to this. It's a Thompson Tiny. That burst that they're looking for to try and either blow up Kuro or Miracle in the backlines. There is only one save right here on the Team Liquid side pretty much until Mind Control starts to get into some of those items. On the side of Liquid, though, what are they trying to do? Like, what's sort of the whole idea behind this draft? Do they want to try and be aggressive early? Or are they trying to just go late game with a Morphling taking over the match?
It's not going to be an easy Morphling game.
Yeah.
Playing against Tiny, so you can't... It's a core Tiny, which means that his Blink Dagger, maybe even Shadow Blade, is going to come online soon, so he needs to be careful. You're also playing against Doom, double save with Abaddon, Vengeful Spirit, and I don't think they have a way of actually reaching in the backline, just trying to pop the ulti on Abaddon.
Okay.
Ursa does not want to go on him. That's not the target.
Yeah, that's not the place to go for sure. We did see the Oracle against the TB in the last game become pretty important. I gambled, you lost. Seb, he's just ready to go, man.
Prepare for
Immediately. Tips his captain. Throws out those chat wheel lines. They're ready to go. No-Tail and Kuro tipping each other.
All right, I want you to start counting how many missed coils Abaddon is going to use in the first 3 minutes. Is that
right.
too hard for you, Gabe?
It is, because I'm going to miss every kill anyways. So maybe I should just focus on that. It'll be more interesting. Yeah, this Jarek set is... well, that doesn't look like Queen of Pain. I've never seen Queen of Pain do that motion before. But
having wings like that?
Yeah, it's a little funky, isn't it? What a handsome devil. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, there's a clear difference. Queen of Pain has a D cup. This is not D cup.
Jesus Christ! The day was almost over. We were almost there.
Yeah, well, we know who's not getting invited to Disneyland.
God damn it! All right. Well,
I'm gonna be stay-at-home caster.
Stay-at-home caster. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And Ana again with the same item build, one shared tango. Usually he gets 2 and the Orb of Venom. Last time he bought Blightstone on TB.
Yeah. Yeah, the Orb of Venom going to be frustrating to play against for sure. Meanwhile, bottom lane.
Body blocks on bottom lane.
Seb.
G8.
Oh, what you doing, buddy? Where are you going, Mr. Doom? That model is too big. You got first blood from a Tumba Man. I do not hear any chat wheels right now.
And Matumbaman gets the first blood, which is insane. Now he can get faster to his boots of speed and just run down Doom. Nope. I expect him to even get the same item build he went in the previous game. Get extra wind lace for chase potential.
He takes the Infernal Blade, actually. Level 1. So, yeah, that is going to be the boots there. Seb able to get a couple of last hits here. And it's just going to be a consistent spam. But Matuma Man knows what's going to be coming his way. Except that magic stick early. God, what a way to live your life. No
yeah, but the thing is, usually they play Abaddon with Terrorblade in the laning stage. Now he doesn't have him to heal him up, so Ana is in a lot of trouble. He's dead. Because he has no regen whatsoever. That Orb of Venom really not paying off.
Yeah, that's a really good point. The fact that they had to move No-Tail out of this lane, and Mind Control is just sort of diving them under the tower. He decides to leave as the creep wave is going to die there as well. So Ana goes down in the top lane here, and Abba is likely going to deny himself in just a second. He has another round of the Mist Coils. Needs to be careful about a spiked Carapace play, but GH has Impale. So No-Tail a little bit afraid of what's going to happen. Has one more round of it in a second here. And see you in the next life.
Yeah, they didn't block the side camp. Nyx Assassin needs to run there, so Doom can get the good creep. Even though it's on cooldown for 50 seconds, it's always good just to block it, so he can get it. If he gets the setter creep, the game just feels really bad. Or if he gets the stun creep, Ursa can't play that aggressive on him.
Jerax gets the whole creep wave here from Kuro. And we haven't talked about it much, but this mid lane matchup of Miracle versus Tiny, Thompson is owning right now. 9-7 versus 8-0. 7 denies against this Morphlane. It's almost a level ahead of him.
It's been a while since I saw Tiny as a core. Even seeing Tiny using a 3 grab early on, because even when you're playing position 4, you do not want to get it since it got nerfed a lot.
Yeah.
The extra damage.
No tail.
Also, you can't deny anymore and harass at the same time.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part.
It was way too overpowered.
Well, and I guess that's the thing, though, is that we've been seeing Morphlanes get picked as sort of these lane dominators, but it doesn't really work out when you've got a Tiny who's that much stronger. Anna's getting harassed by Kuro as they head back up here towards the top lane and just trying to pull this creep wave out of position.
Yeah, Miracle can keep up with the farm. He just needs to bring a lot of regen. We saw it in the series yesterday where Nisha played in a bad matchup. He brought like 9 tangos, 2 flasks, and just kept out regening him. That's the beauty of the hero. Toss back on a mid lane.
Shouldn't be too much of an issue, although Thompson is manning up here, trying to find the kill. Have the waveform available, throws out the adaptive strike, but it's just going to be a back out afterwards, as it does look like he's sending out the courier right from the get-go.
They
Top
need to
lane.
control the runes for Morphling, so this Tiny doesn't get them.
Jerax
And
in
the
some
Thompson-
trouble again, as the mind
All right.
control shutdown happens, and they're going to kill off Jerax here, it looks like. Gets a stun before his trouble, before he goes down.
Miracle controls the rune for himself, gets the haste rune. That's actually huge, just stealing away rune from Tiny.
How does he get him with the toss when he goes down to low HP? Big question mark here.
Dire's top
Looks like the
tower
Abba is
under
going to kill
attack.
himself shortly again.
Radiant structures
Or is he
are
going to decide to
fortified.
send his life? Nope, one more. Oh, GH! Impale! No, he goes down! He didn't do his math! Oh, no!
Abaddon has a TP to come back to a lane.
Yeah. 5-0 so far. What else do we have here now? It's getting towards that bounty rune start. Liquid are leading, at least at the beginning here, and GH might end up going down, or they're just going to turn it around, find the impale. GH gets the walk away, and Seb, meanwhile, looking a little sheepish as he isn't going to be able to find that kill, and instead is going to take a lot of harassment from a Tumbleman. Has another round of overpower. Thinking about chasing, but decides it's not the way to win the game.
Can't chase. Maybe with the wind lace he would have enough move speed. And the Miracle is recovering. 27-11 for Tiny. He's sitting on 20 CS. Nisha yesterday, after the bad start that he had, bought the 4 raid bands and just jungled, which I think Miracle is going to do the same. 3rd raid band soon to be finished.
Tumbleman chasing Seb. Again, he can kind of bully back here, but I think that Doom has enough armor. Oh god, Ana. Not level 6 yet, no Sunder for him. And Mind Control is just going to run him down. Jerax not able to throw out that stun to create the separation they needed. So they kill him off, and meanwhile,
Oh, they use a glyph.
Jerax in trouble yet again, is going to be rooted to the spot. Kuro will have another Purifying Flames. He actually doesn't have the mana for it. It's a couple more, but Jerax still going to go down. So 0-7 start. Liquid are
And
just
they're gonna pressure the
steamrolling.
tower. With this glyph, they are putting a lot of pressure on the tower. They also got the kill. Tiny. Baron's gonna TP mid, refill his bottle.
In the meantime, GH with the Invis rune is going to look for this opening up and is going to be able to find the body blocks, but Seb has the phase boots. That keeps him alive. But yeah, after that pressure onto the tower, it looks like they're going to back out, but down to about 340 HP there. So a good start so far for Liquid, forcing Ana to head back into the jungle.
That's where Terrorblade loves to be. But the problem is, if this tier 1 tower falls, that means that he's gonna play the bottom part of the map.
Love to be able to stay here a little bit longer and just farm efficiently in this little triangle of camps. Bottom lane, the dive comes. They take down No Tail. No great loss there. He's been killing himself all game long, but Thompson is going to make this rotation and finds the Avalanche. Doesn't quite have the toss, though. Seb is going to move in with the Infernal Blade, but looks like he juked himself a little bit there. And instead, it's a run back where Thompson has found GH, despite Carapace not fully online. They have vision in the area, the Nyx Assassin does, to try and juke this out. Does have a TP scroll.
Yeah, he could have just TP'd right away, but this is also fine. Just buying time.
So phase boots Tiny, who's trying to get towards the Blink Dagger, but still a long ways away from it.
Dire are scanning.
Burrow blocks camps. They do hit a scan, the Dire do, realizing that Thompson is heading back towards the mid lane. So Miracle's going to play it a little bit safe, and that also means that Matumba Man can feel comfortable farming out these Ancients.
And this Vengeful Spirit is not having a game. There's a wraparound coming, a Baton, plus a Tiny.
Oh, they can't get in there to help quick enough. So Liquid might lose a couple here, it looks like. Kuro is going to possibly go down. Tree Toss, that should finish it. But Mind Control, does he get out of here? Tail trading hits as well, taking a lot of damage from that Ion Shell. Level 4, but the toss comes out from Thompson and needs another punch here from the Mistcoil. It's not quite going to be there, it looks like. Although Mind Control, No Tail spots him, gets the kill. No Tail gets the solo kill.
Oh
All of that gold.
Huge chunk of gold for him. 900 gold on a Baton, 600 from that kill.
Just walk around the tree, man.
Buying everything.
He's just going to kill himself.
They're going to get the ward on this one. Kuro gets the deny.
Or was that it? Oh, right over there. Yeah. I mean, Kuro's having a pretty good game. We take a look at the net worths right now. He's actually sitting top of the supports, but the downside is it's still this Morphling who's just barely above him. Miracle has really not had a game.
Well, he has 45 CS more than Tiny right now because Tiny is forced to make rotations for his team, but Tiny gets those kills, which he gets the gold from. Morphling is gonna recover. He is level 8, so yeah. pretty hard to kill unless he morphs everything into agility and unless Doom rotates.
Thompson dodges the stun coming from GH. The toss, but Liquid's still able to get those bounty runes. And that's something else that definitely we should be keeping in mind is GH looks like, oh no, did he misclick? Odd decision there, and now maybe going to be able to find the toss into GH, or Thompson's just going to play himself. Thompson dies. Liquid are so freaking good. I mean, that's the thing, right, is that you look at it, and at first it looks like Morphling's not doing great, but it's the rest of Liquid that are just having an amazing time.
Yeah, and Thompson is in a really bad spot, trying to make stuff happen where he shouldn't. Yeah. He's fighting under the ward, trying to pick up a rune against the 3 heroes overextending. Doom on Ursa.
This could
There's
be big.
A TP rotation coming. Oracle.
Can they kill him off in time? Oracle's moving into position, wants to find the save and going whatever healing he possibly can, but the deny will not come, and Jarex instead shows up, trying to punch into Kuro. Not going to happen. Seb throws out the Infernal Blade. The swap back onto Mind Control. They will have another one if they want to try and catch it, but GH is here as well, and now they need to back out. Jarex looks like his life is forfeit as they go for the surge forward, find the root, swap away again, but it's just to buy some more space as Jarex eventually dies.
This is a pretty good combo. Nyx Assassin and Darks here. He uses Ion Shell. He just continues to chase him down, uses a stun when it's needed. Mid lane is being pinged out. I don't know what Thompson wants. His bottle to be refilled. Now that there's no Doom for 2 minutes, that means that Morphling can play more aggressive. And now he's actually more farmed than Tiny. They want to secure this tower.
They do. Miracle gets the last hit. Great recovery coming out from him as well as No Tail Trying to chase these heroes down. GH finds the stun. Immediately takes off by Thompson, or on Thompson from No Tail. Looking for that avalanche. Spike Carapace to interrupt. Tries to turn. Can go for the toss back if they want, but it might be to their own detriment as Thompson, they vacuum him away. Now trying to find that kill. Not quite going to happen there either. Seb turns it around. That bear is running really fast. 780. What in the hell? GH is slowly burning to death by Seb, but it looks like they do manage to possibly go on this if they want to.
Yeah, we didn't talk about TB. TB just took tier 1 tower on top, has 3 raid bands, just continues to farm. Pretty much has the same amount of farm as a little bit more after taking that tower.
Oh my god, look at Matumbo, man. He's just a monster right now. Seb gets the shield on him, but I don't think it's going to matter. They can run him down. And I think you were mentioning earlier a lack of hard disable. It's proving to be a big problem with this surge that Mind Control has.
Yeah, I didn't realize it till lately about Doom, since I saw some of the teams not having enough lockdown. You pop that Doom, but then what? He just runs away, especially with the Darkseer, or if you have Oracle behind you to keep you alive for a couple of extra seconds. Man, Jarex does not have a game.
No, he really hasn't. His best thing that he can do right now is just throw out those Wave of Terrors for Ana to keep farming up as fast as possible. This is 1v5. That's what it feels like. And God, if GH, they did spot for a second him there. This placing down these sentry wards that are just around the area where Ana wants to farm. He has a Sunder here, so you could make some type of a play that direction. And just within vision, GH heads past. They know that he's right here, but they're waiting for him to move closer, and I don't know if he's going to oblige. But Roche is being taken. DD right outside of it. Doesn't look like it's going to matter, as they're just going to be able to secure this one. Easy peasy.
And Nyx Assassin just scouting it out. They did not want to go out of the Roche pit to reveal anything. Ursa has a double damage. I love this build on him. I think that Cheesy started this one. Phase boots, drums, and then you get a basher. So you just run in, especially when you have a Darkseer in your team. With Iron Shell and Surge, you don't need to position yourself with a Blink Dagger, but you're gonna need to get it eventually.
Right. So what's the game plan now if you're OG? Like 6,000 gold behind, they've got the Aegis. It feels like everything is going Liquid's way. What do you need to do?
Doom is ready, so they can try to play around it, because both of these supports can't really rotate, so you need to play around the Doom timing. Tiny does not have a Blink Dagger, just the drums right now.
Avalanche toss, they kill off Kuro. Don't have to use Doom for it.
Oh, they're gonna lose 4 bounties.
Amazing stuff from Liquid. Yeah, and you can see already Morphling Miracle is just making the proper decisions, going back for that Lincoln Sphere. He feels like he can solo carry this game. I mean, he's not even going to need to, because he's still got a super farm Darkseer and Ursa. Mid lane, speaking of that, Ursa, Matumba Man's chasing. There's one thing that's good against Doom, it's an Aegis.
Yeah, once Morphling gets that Lincoln Sphere, Doom will need to grab another creep, something that he can remove the Lincolns with.
Hobson rooted, Impale to follow, immediately Aphotic shielded off. Strength of Abba. But he does run out of mana, particularly when he's only buying smokes and dust.
Abba got that kill on Darkseer, 600 gold. He's good to go.
Alright, he's fine.
No Tail on this hero basically never gets any items besides some clarities, and there it is.
OGH. Jason. They have a sentry ward down. But GH does not move into position there. Try and take it down. And Morphling still is getting his farm on. Has the Lincoln Sphere recipe. About 1,600 gold away from finishing off the full Lincolns. You sort of have to wonder what's the point where they decide to take this fight. It can happen very shortly.
GH. Thompson doesn't know. He's trying to use Carapace on Tiny's AoE from 3 grab to stun him. But Uberman was ready with DD and a Blink Dagger.
What are sort of grouped together along this bottom side where Thompson is as well. He's still a little ways away from that Blink Dagger. Man, this has just been a really unfortunate game for Thompson so far. And this is a hero that's damage does sort of drop off as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, if you're playing Tiny as a core, you need to hit your timings. You need to play aggressive. Again, problem is Abaddon doesn't make any kind of rotation. This Vengeful Spirit is pretty much completely useless besides stacking some camps, and he even dies now, which they don't necessarily need to kill TB. They need to kill this guy because his Blink Dagger could change things a little bit, either him or Doom. Doom still 1,000 gold away from Dagger.
And they take down Jarex as well. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right, is that if you can slow down their ability to take fights, it kind of doesn't matter what TB is doing because he needs that supporting cast around him.
Exactly, because your Morphling is farming, and he's getting closer to that Lincoln Sphere, so no Sunder, no Doom. He recovered.
Yeah. Matumba Man again, a very fast bear, chases down No Tail. Ana shows up, immediately impaled the Avalanche to try and turn this one. They have the Doom down onto one. Is it going to be enough, though? Can they find this kill? Darkseer slowly being taken down here. Ana, not enough mana, has already used Sunder one time. And Matumba Man going to be caught for a moment by Seb. They try and take down GH as well. Spike Carapace to turn it. The punches coming through. Matumba Man still being isolated. Thompson and Seb doing a lot in this fight. They find the hoof stomp afterwards, but Matumba Man just able to walk away. They've already taken down the Nyx, but can they find any more? Thompson tosses away Matumba Man, trying to survive through this, and they're walking forward with Seb, seeing if they can find that mind control kill. The push back in with the vacuum, looking pretty decent. One more punch, and they burn through the Aegis. They take down Miracle. 5 have died from Liquid and OG, looking like they're going to be in a position to take this kill on Matumba Man too, but he gets the blink out in time, and now get the tier 1 tower.
And they even did it without any buybacks. Good Doom on that Darkseer. He kept them alive a little bit longer after with the Guardian Greaves.
Impale, though,
is in.
The turnaround, they decide to take down the Venge first, and apparently that's enough for them. Seb now needs to run. No Tail ulti already popped. Ana trying to get out of here as well, but he's separated from the herd. Matumba Man has his eyes set on him. Regen immediately broken through. No Tail is there as well. Wants to help if at all possible. Has the Aphotic Shield in a second. Ana needs to run. 5 seconds for Sunder, but doesn't have the mana for it afterwards. Can he possibly go for a tread switch? He's 3 mana away. Looking for the turnaround Sunder. He gets it off. Matumba Man, though, is still going to be able to find that kill. Can they take one more in turn? The Spike Carapace, the tree toss. It's not quite enough. Miracle. The mind control comes in and heals them up with the Guardian Greaves. Oh.
Oof, man, everyone on Liquid actually was alive. They still lost the tower. Ana killed the tower even, but he pulled off a great Sunder. But he had like 15 Fury swipes on him.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, they will pick up a couple of bounty runes apiece, it looks like. But still a 6,000 gold lead for Liquid. It feels like there are a couple of signs of life here for OG. But at the same time, these fights, they continue to go the way of Liquid. And No Tail, ulti popped. They're going to back out.
This game is over. GA just bought the Meteor Hammer.
This guy's good to go. Oh no, he dropped it though. He got it back again. They also do have the Lincolns on Miracle. Well, they go for the Vendetta Surge play, although he doesn't have mana afterwards. So he's just going to Ion Shell this wave down, it looks like.
He's just a farming tool for mind control.
Radiant structures are fortified.
7,000 gold lead. Terrorblade's still top of the net worth. Yeah, that last fight, I mean, if he's able to live there, that looks so much better, but getting cut off and killed off, maybe just a bit too far by OG.
They have 2 Blink Daggers right now, so they can start playing aggressively. TB is level 15, has that HP talent to keep him alive. Meta is ready. If they want to smoke right now, they could try to go for a kill. Miracle turns into
this is
Jarex.
The waveform, but they have the Doom. He stuck around for far too long, and they're body blocking with the illusion, but Matumba Man jumps in, the Avalanche. It's going to connect onto both. The toss back, Matumba Man realizes, I don't want to be here anymore, and they don't have any way to stop that. Mind Control also under fire. No Tail there, trying to surge away and get himself out of there, but they do have another round of blinks in just a second. Avatos back to Curl. They find themselves another kill, and Morphling was just way too aggressive.
They had a vision on the hill. Yeah, it's being pinged out. That's
oh god, No Tail.
Those wards are gonna get de-warded. No Tail. Can he die from illusions? TB 392 against 390. He's fine.
All right, he gets out of there. But that means he's not in this fight, and guess who is? Matumba Man yet again. Trying to take down Seb, but they pop the Metamorphosis. Matumba Man tossed in the air again. Can they kill him off? He's still so fast. This bear just moves very quickly, but they eventually run him down. And Liquid, again, overestimating how strong they are, get punished. They're diving into the freaking base. They find GH. Impale to interrupt is Tiny is now also gone a bit too far and tries to run, has 20 stick charges. Looks like he should get out. He has a blink in a second. Yeah, he's good. But they take the tower.
He's fine. Seb
Out of
playing extremely aggressive.
But he feels strong, and they pull back in onto Ana. The Avalanche toss Kuro, forced to use the ulti on himself, and OG still striking forward before the Scotty is even done. OG feels strong, and somehow they keep on making these fights work and keep that momentum going after the pickoff.
This is a huge setback for Team Liquid that they lost Morphling there. They didn't get any kills. Sadly for them, Darkseer's Surge was on cooldown, so he could not surge him out of the fight. Maybe he would be even able to survive because he popped the Morph before the Doom.
Right.
Next, Roche will respawn in a minute and 10 seconds. That's the second one, and DB should just... Yeah, he's gonna have meta ready. And with Eye of Scotty, he's gonna cripple that Ursa so hard, even though there's Darkseer behind him to help him out, but Scotty is just so good against the melee carries.
Well, there is
double damage on bottom lane.
Well, he's gonna find it. Mind Control spots it, and he's gonna hang on to this bottle for a moment. Nobody from OG going down to scout that out. Matumba Man is gonna pick it up. So I think that the other thing we should keep in mind for the later stages of this game is that 400 AoE surge that Mind Control will eventually have. I mean, that feels like it could be a pretty defining moment for them. Do you feel like you're under any type of a clock if you're OG to try and like take advantage of this little momentum you've built?
It's still 3,000 network lead for Liquid, but you can't feel it right now, especially since this Doom is getting a lot of items. He has that BKB, Blink Dagger, so he can initiate. Dire Scan is going to connect.
Okay, so they think that they're in the pit right now. They saw them smoke up also. Roche is there. And OG, do they realize what's going on? Jerax is in the spot. They spot it out now with GH moving into the pit. But are they going to break their smoke on him? So they might break their smoke on GH that's in here. And Matumba Man's just going to run in. And OG, a little bit off the mark. They don't realize where they're at. And now the pings come. So they're going to be able to seal this away. Although Liquid feeling a little bit trepidatious. Miracle on the low ground. The Jin initiation could come in a second. The Impale, the vacuum wall. It connects onto all of them. But the turnaround, the Avalanche, they can find this, but not with the Meteor Hammer. Matumba Man chasing. They've already killed off two. The Terrorblade dead. Triple kill from Matumba Man. Beautifully played by Liquid as they ran down and found that Impale. Vision wins games.
Man, that was sick. They went for Morphling Illusion. Actually, Terrorblade Illusion, because he morphed into TB. Smoke was still running, but they revealed themselves. And that was a double damage Ursa. Also sick play from Darkseer and Nyx Assassin. You can see the synergy between these two players.
That was
so it's
gorgeous.
Cheese and Aegis, 26 minute mark. Roshan killed. Getting closer to that Ethereal Blade. He can blow people up. Terrorblade will need to be careful.
Yeah, this is... Again, one of those moments, like Terrorblade dying at the start of the fight, you just can't afford to have that happen. And it looks like they're going to smoke up and head out again?
Yeah, the good thing is that Terrorblade didn't pop meta before, and now they can still try to take a fight.
Ana gets an illusion rune. Matumba Man, they realize he's in the area, breaking the Blink Dagger. Other heroes are showing up, but the Avalanche toss ends up popping the cheese, turning to try and fight another vacuum. No follow-up yet, though. Wall is still on cooldown. 18 seconds. Swap away. Keeping them fine. Miracle starting to get jumped on here as well. And GH is moving into position for the biggest impale of his life. He hits onto all of them. Thompson trying to interrupt this. They get the Sunder off, but it was onto Seb, it looked like there. So Ana, nowhere to go. GH made the play, and that's going to be more than enough for them as they chase down and kill off Seb.
Man, GH is a sick player. You asked me what they need to do. I told you get GH some playmaking hero instead of a Shadow Shaman, and man, he delivered. Also, Terrorblade goes in, gets a lot of Fury Swipe stacks, so even if he uses a Sunder, Ursa's just gonna tear him apart after he uses it.
Oh, really pretty playmaking coming from Liquid, and they even end up finding the Courier. Oh, pretty stuff. On the way to pick up the E-Blade, they make it happen. They're trying to slow this game down if they can. Thompson hiding, but GH has found him yet again, the Impale, and guess what's coming afterwards? Meteor Hammer landed on the dome, and Matumba Man is going to be there to finish it off afterwards. Spike Carapace, the whole enchilada, and Thompson, they break it there with the Vendetta. Blink Dagger again in a second. Mana Burn also coming out. He's pretty quick. And gets the blink away. He actually is going to live. No. He ends up being a kill for Mind Control.
Oh. Mid lane, though.
What else can they find? Nothing. Oh, what plays from Liquid.
E-Blade was delivered on Morph, so I don't know if anything else is missing.
Now they still have that Aegis.
Big items. Yeah.
2.5 minutes.
Because the courier died. Gem picked up by Doom. They want to get rid of the vision. That's their way back. But Terrorblade died twice without farming. He's still the first on the network chart.
And they see him. They have vision yet again. Ana fully under the wards. They're hunting. Wanna find him. Do they know where he's at in the trees? Oh, yes, indeedy duty. Poor old Ana is going to be going on the pain train, although they miss absolutely everything. And now the vacuum pulling him back in with the wall. It doesn't matter. Miracle cleans it up. Gorgeous.
It is not looking good for OG. Also, this Tiny has Echo Saber, but does not have extra 30 damage. So basically, if you're going for the second talent, you're missing 60 damage every single time Echo Saber is ready, plus the damage that you do between.
It's true. I think it. I mean, on the one hand, you can sort of understand it. Like, okay, you don't want to try and go for the Morph lane. There's not that much physical, but at the same time, it's like they're sort of too dependent on Ana at this point. And he just doesn't feel like he's a hero. He needs that BKB and keeps on dying. Game is hard. Game is hard.
Indeed. 3 deaths in a row for TB.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And I think you got to give a lot of credit to the warding vision that Liquid has had this game. And obviously taking over that TB illusion, sending it up here onto the high ground, that team fight felt like it was one of the defining moments of this game. As Miracle takes over, Terrorblade yet again going to send out those illusions while Thompson tries to get the split push going.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned about the damage talent. He would get so much more out of it since he does not want to gank, can't kill anyone at the moment, and he would need to play that split pushing game, cutting the waves.
This is the slowdown that we were kind of anticipating at some point as the Aegis is about to expire. OG need to slow this game down as long as possible. Yet, their Terrorblade into his BKB, even giving him the tome right now, wants to get to that level 20 talent.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and I think that, like, I don't know, how do you even really try and take a fight if you're OG now? Like, do you need to try and... Because both of the times where it's worked previously for them, it's felt like it's been sort of mess-ups by Liquid.
Yeah, problem is this Doom has so many targets. Like, he needs to... I think ideal target for him would be Darkseer, because he can just search people away, but then Oracle will keep him alive. What level is Darkseer? Level 18. Once he gets to that level, 2400 AoE surge. He's the Doom target.
Yeah.
And Seb still does not have a creep who can remove the Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah. He's sort of playing at a different style, I guess. A little interesting there. They did catch sight of mind control for just a moment. GH up on the high ground. Good vision in the area. They're seeing that this illusion's taking some of that damage over time. They have Morphling morphed into Terrorblade. Top lane still pushing by virtue of this Terrorblade illusion, which is going to expire now. We'll see if they get the tower or not.
Is under attack.
Well, it doesn't look like it. 90 HP. That should be a deny. Tail walks forward, sees everybody, immediately runs away.
Mind control pops the shrine for half a second just to regen up some mana. He was afraid that they're gonna initiate on a mid lane since he was showing on the top lane.
Vendetta wore out, so GH kills off that illusion. And again, OG are just sort of set up here, hoping that the team fight gets taken on their terms. And GH walks into the midst of all of them. They do have swap available, but a little bit too far outside of the range after that Spike Carapace hit on it. Wave of Terror for vision, but obviously then it interrupts the initiation. And both teams just kind of looking at each other. They wait for something to happen.
Matumba Man has a haste rune in bottle.
God, it's so frustrating playing Terrorblade against Morphling. Hobson walks high ground. Drop down the vision. Get the catch. Cerex interrupts the jump. Seb there as well. Seeing what they can do with this. But need to be careful about the vacuum wall coming from Mind Control. They just blow up Seb regardless.
Oh my god, Seb just lost the gem.
And they're going to find more.
Huge mistake by Seb. He used Infernal Blade on Nyx Assassin, who didn't even use Spike Carapace. Instantly GH pops it, and he did not have enough time to actually use Black King Bar because of it.
Yeah. I mean, 8-second BKB, and he uses it once he's pretty much dead now. It's looking rough. It's looking really rough for OG.
Yeah, problem is they're stuck in the base right now. I think Anna needs to risk it a little bit, try to get out. Now they even lost the gem, so it's gonna be even harder for them to maintain the vision.
And like he's finished his BKB at this point, but not quite that level 20 talent yet. Whether he decides to go for stats, the reflection cooldown, either way, it's gonna be nice for him. But you can see that as soon as they move out, Liquids sort of conform and back out themselves. Mind control. Okay, they found one. This is a decent Doom target if they can find the kill. They can only TP to the Shrine, Team Liquid, to try and get a little bit of reinforcements in there. And they're sending in the Nyx Assassin as well as the Ursa, seeing if they can kill it off. But it is going to be a dead Darkseer. Now the turnaround. Seb, he ends up popping the BKB. Good reaction. No Tail still living through this one. The disarm is there, though, onto Terrorblade. And he doesn't have his BKB off yet. He didn't end up popping it. He's taking so much damage. Ana just dies in the duration of his BKB. He was controlled the entire time. And OG are going to be ripped asunder without a sunder as Liquid run down a lane.
That was a really long chase from OG. You can expect this. They have a shrine still. There's going to be some kind of reaction, and you can see in Darkseer's inventory that he does not have that. I mean, he's farmed, though, don't get me wrong, but you can expect him having a buyback there, and you just wasted a Doom on him.
Is under attack.
This is death on the highest order, and even if they buy back right now, no metamorphosis for 100 seconds.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, you've got Tumbleman in your face, Miracle in your base. They are going to just take down this tier 3 tower, and OG are going to have to play from even further behind if they want a chance at even winning this game.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Do they decide to buy back? I don't think so. It hurts their item progression too much. They jump forward, no tail. Ulti going to be popped. see if they try and defend against this tier 3 tower pressure that's coming from Liquid. Toss back underneath the tier 4 onto GH, but still controlling Thompson. Needs to be out of there. Seb, the Impale comes out with the vacuum and catches onto 3 yet again. And now trying to walk into this is Ana, but he's not doing nearly enough. Seb is just going to get eviscerated as well as they take him down. Buyback comes 2 at a time. Is Miracle going to be controlled, but can they kill him off in time? It doesn't look like it. Ana, no metamorphosis, still for 50 seconds. And he still has the Sunder available, but everybody from Liquid is coming over here. A good amount of damage with that reflection actually turning onto the Miracle illusion. So they back out yet again, Sunder everybody, or rather, Surge everybody away. Jump forward, Abyssal Blade, got the kill. Vacuum back, Impale yet again. And this game is well and truly over.
It is indeed, man. Mind Control and the GH, they played so well together. Every single time there's some kind of a combo, 2 or 3 man stun into vacuum into stun. It's just, it's beautiful to watch.
Gorgeous Dota. OG are obviously going to stick it out. You would love to be able to, you know, make it through. They're not going to be eliminated if this game does indeed go the way that we think it will, with Liquid winning. Liquid will move on and be a major contender, but the loser of this game is going to be going down to the lower bracket. OG hoping for a Miracle Mega Creep comeback.
Yeah, and the Rose just spawned, which means Cheese, Aegis, and Refresher. They can't push out the waves quick enough.
So they
can't defend against Mega Creeps with their lineup.
It is so difficult. They're going to need some very serious overextensions. Maybe they could find something here as Liquid are trying to make their way to the base. You could find like one pickoff into a second afterwards. But it's so difficult to take this fight now. Jerax up on the high ground. They see Miracle, but they can't go. He has a butterfly now as well. They're going to walk forward for that one, break the Lincoln Sphere, but no follow-up afterwards. Now the swap back, find GH. They're going to send everybody in, surged up, the vacuum, the Impale. Meanwhile, the Meteor Hammer drops down onto all of them. Can they do anything at all? They have the Doom down, a good bit of damage, though, turned around upon them as No Tail is going to fall. Ana is going to fall, and this game is well and truly over. Liquid are going to Disneyland, and OG are going to have to battle it out through the lower bracket.
It was just so amazing to watch. How many times they pulled off this combo, and Liquid, they qualified for Disney MDL Major. OG, they're gonna need to find a different opportunity in the lower bracket.
But what a good series. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of people were looking at this and expecting this game to just be a stomp. And it wasn't. This game sort of ended up turning out, I think, still a little bit back and forth. There were moments where it looked like OG had at least something going on around that, like, you know, relatively, 28-minute mark. But a couple of those fights, it just turned around completely.
Yeah, it feels like Vengeful Spirit was just a walking aura at one point, and Abaddon just shielding and healing up his teammates, while you have Kuro, who does so much. You can see it in that top fight where he disarms TB, then he needs to pop a BKB. The way they were playing, controlling decision-making from Team Liquid was just way, way better in Game 3.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for us here in the EU qualifiers, at least for today. We still have more Dota that's going to be continuing on tomorrow. Yesterday, we had 3 best-of-3s and 1 best-of-1. Today, we had 2 best-of-3s, and I think tomorrow there's going to be 3 more best-of-3s afterwards. So, all the great Dota in the world. Lacoste, any final words on this day number 2?
I think this was kind of expected, that Team Secret is going to qualify. Same goes for Team Liquid. OG will need to find their chance in the lower bracket. Who's there? NIP is there, then the Final Tribe and Alliance.
Yes.
Still, OG looks like the best out of the 4, in my opinion.
I would agree. I think that NIP... It depends on which NIP shows up, which we talked about in series number 1. But yeah, it could go either way. But I'm kind of with you, where I'm feeling like OG might have taken that next step. But who knows? We'll see tomorrow. That's when we'll know. Tomorrow we'll know.
Exactly. So it was nice casting with you, Gabe.
Yeah, same.
Today again, thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great series. Secret kind of stomped their games, but OG against Liquid was really entertaining to watch. At least the first two. The third one seemed a bit too one-sided.
Yeah, definitely. And we will be back tomorrow for more. Also, if you guys want to keep track of all the other games that are going on, you can check out the South American qualifiers, which I believe are starting right about now. And then, of course, I just found out about this yesterday, but I didn't realize that you can bet your shards on all of the outcomes of the qualifier games, which is freaking awesome. I made 172,000 shards. Look at that. That's great. It's amazing.
Very nice. I'm happy for you. Imagine if you got that much MMR, huh?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'd play for a team. Still probably not. All right, everybody, have a great day. We're gonna hop off of here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the great Dota 2. We'll see you guys next time. Keep following the tournament. #MDL Disney, and of course at Beyond the Summit. And if you feel so inclined, at Lyrical Dota and Lacoste Dota are where you can find us as well. Have a great one, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.